oatmeal and walk through it with his germy feet. I hate oatmeal. If he landed in my oatmeal, I'd tell Mama I couldn't eat it 'cause I'd get germs and die or something. I watched him fly around the sink and then crawl up the window. I looked at the stove. The pot of oatmeal had a lid on it. Just my luck. Mama paid no attention to the fly. She was listening to the radio that played old-time music, the kind of music she listened to when she was a girl. "Little man, come down to breakfast right now." "I'm right here, Mama," I said, standing behind her. Mama turned from the sink, her hands sudsy from washing the dishes. She smiled at me, and I thought, Mama has the nicest smile in the world. But lately, she hasn't been smiling much. "Oh, I didn't hear you. You sit down at the table and I'll get you your oatmeal." "You didn't find the recipe?" "Nah, I found something else." "Well, that's nice. Come on, sit down. One of these days, I'm going to clean out that drawer." She's always saying that. She never will. Mama went to the stove and got the pan of oatmeal. She set it on the table and spooned a big gooey glob into my bowl. It was disgusting. She shoved the bowl in my face. "Now eat, then you can go out and play." I looked at the oatmeal and looked at her and looked back at the oatmeal. I picked up my spoon and the oatmeal dripped off it like snot on a stick. "Mama, do we have to have oatmeal again? We had oatmeal all this week," I whined. "And we'll have oatmeal all next week until my check comes in. It should be here any day now, so eat it. It's good for you. I've got to finish washing the dishes." She turned back to the sink. "Mama, how come you're not eating too?" "I already ate." Yeah, right, I thought. I took a big spoonful of sugar and dumped it on top of the oatmeal. Then I took another. "Don't put too much sugar in that oatmeal. You'll ruin the nutritional value," she said, not turning around. Sometimes I think my mother has eyes in the back of her head. I swear she reminds me of those aliens on those old TV movies. I stirred the sugar in the oatmeal. It still didn't look any better. I picked up a spoonful and pretended that it was a jet plane ready to land in my mouth. First it circled, then it soared up in the air, and finally, "Little man, stop playing with your food. You're not going out until you finish that bowl." Jeez, she must be an alien. Then it crash landed in my mouth. Ugh! Oatmeal. Maybe I could distract her, take her mind away from my eating. "Mama, you ever hear from Daddy? I mean, how come he left and all?" I said through a mouth of mush. Mama stopped washing the dishes. She got real still, but she didn't turn around. Uh-oh, maybe I said the wrong thing. "Why you ask that, little man?" "Oh, I was just wondering." "Well, you wonder all you want to, but you're going to sit here and you're going to eat your oatmeal. Don't think I don't know what you're trying to do, trying to get me to forget about you and your breakfast. I'm not going to forget about that oatmeal. Now eat it." Jeez, she can read minds too. Then the phone rang. "Now you sit right here and finish while I get the phone. And make sure you clean your bowl," she said, leaving the kitchen to pick up the phone on the third ring. My chance to escape. I could hear her talking real low on the phone. It must be my Aunt Sophie, my daddy's sister. When Aunt Sophie calls, Mama always talks low on the phone, so I won't hear. That's because they talk about Daddy. Of course, I always try to listen in. It's not that I'm snooping or anything. I just figure that if people talk low like that, whatever they talk about must be important. I don't like to be left out of important stuff. But this time, I wasn't interested. I spit the oatmeal in the sink and tried to wash it down the drain. It was too thick to go down. So I took the rest of it and put it in the garbage can and rinsed my bowl off. I could hear Mama in the other room ready to hang up. "Sophie, let's talk about this later. You know who has got big ears." She was coming back. There were still bits of oatmeal in the sink. I had to get rid of them. "Mama, I'm through. I'm finished. Done," I yelled over running water. "I'm going to go out and play now." "You don't have to get off the phone," I said, pushing the oatmeal remains down the drain. "Sophie, just a minute. Little man."